Okay guys, so we've got midnight on the lift today. Having a few issues with the truck. One of them being something I just kind of spotted when I did the oil change. You can see down there drips. I got a seal out of the front. The front output seal on the transfer case is leaking pretty bad. You can see it's leaking bad enough that the skid plate's all wet and full of automatic. So I'm going to try to deal with this today. I actually got a really neat tool. Hopefully that it's going to work. As far as I know, I believe this is a 261 transfer case. I think that's what comes with these HD trucks. This is a gas 6 liter. I think the diesel 6.6 Duramax. I think they get the 261 HD or XHD or something like that. They get a different transfer case, I'm pretty sure. So I've got a new seal for a 261. And then I got, like I said, I got a new tool. It's actually a seal driver, and I'll show that to you. It's pretty slick. So here's the seal, guys, that I got for this thing. And this is the tool that I found. I actually found this on eBay. I don't know if Amazon has it. If I can find it, I'll leave a link, guys. Apparently it's Adaptacase. That must be the company that makes this tool, but you can see it's a really neat seal driver. This seal fits right on top of this tool, and then you install it. You use a hammer to install it, and it should work really well. This is kind of a weird seal if you've ever done this seal. It's got like it's almost like a two-piece deal, where there's like a seal and a seal there. So it's kind of hard to get this in without wrecking it, but this supports all the pieces that need to be supported, and it should make for a quick install. So I'm going to get my drive shaft out. I'm going to make sure this is the right seal and everything. Actually, looking at the packaging that it came in, it says MP 246, 261, and 263. Okay, so one thing I want to note before I remove this drive shaft is you can see this seal here, this boot, isn't all the way back to the transfer case, which it will be on a factory truck. I have a 6-inch super lift on this truck, so being that it's dropped, the suspension is dropped, the transfer or the drive shaft doesn't go all the way into the transfer case like it does with the stock suspension. Okay, so with the drive shaft out, it just slips into that splined deal right there, and then obviously it's bolted to the axle on this side, the front axle. But with it gone, also the skid plate that was there is gone. You can see that the seal is tore right around in here, looks like. I did plow snow with this last year, so it did get a workout. This transfer case might be a little loose. It's got over 200,000 miles on it. I think it's the original transfer case, not positive on that, but it could be. So I got to get this one out. We got to dig it out. When you take a seal out, guys, be careful that you don't scratch your sealing surfaces, because that can ruin your day. Because even if you get a new seal on there and you scratch your sealing surface, it's not going to seal. It's going to continue to leak. So I got to get this out. Probably going to start out with my seal puller, probably end up using screwdrivers and whatever else I need to get this thing off. So whatever you need to get your seal out, do it. I've heard these are a pain to get out. I have rebuilt a transfer case, and I had it out of the truck to do everything. So, and I pulled all the stuff out, the shafts out of it. So it's a little easier to do that way than this way, but you can still do it this way. Okay, so I've been working away on this seal with some screwdrivers. One thing I forgot to do was drain the fluid out of the transfer case, so I got to do that. But I've got the seal broke loose there, or the bottom of the seal broke loose. Just kind of working around it with a screwdriver. Okay, so we got the old seal out. We haven't damaged any of the sealing surfaces. I got the old one right here. You can see you got to deform it pretty bad. Just worked my screwdriver around it, and eventually it popped off. So I'm going to prep the new one to get that in place. Okay, so with this seal out of the package, I can show you why it's a little more difficult to install than just a standard seal. You can see this thing spins. You can see the outside. It's like there's two sealing surfaces on this thing. So with this inside one spinning, if you just take something and you hold it and pound it in on the outside, you're probably going to mess up the seal on the inside here. See, this tool here provides support. You can see it's got support for the whole seal, the inside and the outside. So that's why this tool is kind of really neat for getting this installed. So I'm going to try to pound this into the truck there, into the transfer case. I'm going to put a little bit of automatic on this area here. And yeah, we should be good to go. Hopefully this tool works out. I think it's going to work out slick, guys. Okay, so I got the seal and the tool up in there. And you can see that this area that sticks out is going to actually go inside where the dry shaft slides into. And it's going to push the seal on real nice and even, like. Just like that. You can hear the pitch change as you hit that, and you know you're bottomed out. And that's how it's done, guys. When you have the right tool for the right job, it really, really makes things go smooth. This thing, it's a little spendy, I think, but well worth what they're wanting for this thing. I love it. Okay, so I just reinstalled my front drive shaft, and I filled the transfer case back up. This one takes automatic fluid, so make sure you're putting the right fluid in your transfer case. But I guess that's going to do it for this one, guys. I actually highly recommend that tool if you're going to do this job. But I guess, guys, I'll see you.